Well, I'm here today with my friends Bree and Jacqueline from Roc Title. I'm Denise, the Loan Whisperer. We're going to be right back and talk about wire fraud. All right, Jacqueline.
Yes.
This is a subject that has recently popped up in my daily activity, and I wanted to get advice from you as the expert. Let's talk about wire fraud. What is it? What's happening? Why is it happening so much?
It unfortunately is happening way too often. The biggest reason is because people are sending wire instructions that are not sent via secure link. A lot of agents will have their email address be at Hotmail, Gmail, anything like that. That doesn't necessarily have the biggest firewall to protect them.
And how is that? Why are they using just generic email addresses?
From an agent standpoint, I'm not sure why they are, but possibly to save some money and not having their own domain. Even if you have your own domain, you are not going to have the same security firewall as you as a lender would have, as us as a title company would have. It's never going to be that same security. So our biggest thing is always never, ever take wiring instructions from anybody that is not the title company.
I think that's really key. And I'm going to ask Bree this question because you talk to agents every day. I mean, that's just what your side of the business is a marketing executive for Roc Title. And when you talk to agents, do they ever say, you know, this, I don't want to have my own domain? Do they not know how to do it?
I think a lot of it is that they don't know how to actually do it. So they don't know how to go in, get the domain name. It's not necessary that for them to do it, so that they don't do it.
Got it. So knowing that that's not really a secure portal or avenue to be sending safe emails, I mean, how do we prevent this from happening to innocent consumers?
I always tell people, again, if you are a buyer, do not accept it. We won't even send them to agents. Even if an agent says to us, hey, my buyer is not that savvy with email, can you send the instructions to us instead? Yeah. We will not do that.
And likewise, as a lender, if I ask you to send me wire instructions, if I'm not in the closing department, which I'm not, most times I'm told, no, we can't send it to you.
Yes, we won't send it to a lender. We'll send it to a lender when they need it for, of course, you to send us the funding wire.
Right.
But as far as anything with the buyer, we'll not send to anybody except the buyer directly.
And because I'm not in the closing department, it's really like sometimes I'm copied on emails and they are secure. They're through Zix or whatever secure portals you're using. I can't open them.
No.
Nope. And so I just go, I'll either say, I can't open this, or I send it to my processing, my closing, my funding team and go, can't open it.
Yeah.
Because it's not really for me to see anyway.
No.
The last thing I need is my borrower's bank account information.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah, you don't need that.
You don't want the liability.
No, I don't want the liability. That is so true. I don't want the liability.
And even when we do send them securely, I mean, I know I did it when I purchased my own house. I still called the escrow officer. I picked up the phone. I wanted to verbally speak to someone to confirm those. I received them securely. I did log in with a password I had already created. But if I'm sending what to me was almost my whole life savings, no, I'm getting someone on the phone. And I actually verified it with 2 people when I called in because that's how important it was to me to make sure that it went to the right account.
I think that's key. And we've all bought houses. And so when you're sending that amount of money through the air, and once you have your bank press send, it's out of your control.
It's gone.
So for me, I know if I have to wire something, I'm standing in my bank usually, and I say to my banker, can you confirm that wire transit number? What bank is that going to? Can you call the other party? Just confirm that you have the correct information. It might take an extra 5-10 minutes, but it's so worth it.
Yes. And we do have some buyers that are like, well, I don't want to log into some portal. Can you just send it to me? No. I understand you might not want to take the extra 5-10 minutes, but I promise you, when you don't lose your money, you're going to be happy you took those extra 5-10 minutes.
So part of the reason we're doing this video today is because we just worked on a client who was the victim of wire fraud to the tune of $140,000 or so.
Yeah.
It's painful.
That's very, very painful. And it's something that, you know, of course, in retrospect, could have been avoided from that buyer's side. But we never want that to happen to anybody. No. And I should say that person still doesn't have his money back. Yeah.
Because 99.9% of the time when wire fraud happens, it's gone forever.
Yes.
Forever. Our hopes in this case is that he gets it back. It's sitting in suspense at the bank. So they were able to stop it in time, but that rarely ever happens.
Yes.
It's very rare.
Very, very rare.
So in one sentence, sum it up. What's the best thing to do if you're wiring money?
Always call to verify. And don't necessarily call the number that's on the wiring instructions you received. Call a number that you've already called before. Call a number that is on Google registered for that business. We've had, of course, buyers get these hoax emails all the time, again, from either agents copying, changing from the Gmail to a Hotmail, or copying, signature lines of the lender, title company, whomever it might be. Always call a number you have already spoken to that business, and or, again, checking it what's on Google registered.
And let's face it, most of these fraudsters are really good at what they do.
Yes.
So it's really, they've got it down to a science on how to hack into email accounts, search for keywords to find emails that have, real estate transactions or any other kind of transactions happening, and look for wire opportunities.
It unfortunately is their job. Hackers are very smart, and it is their full job to get our money. That is what they do full time. Right. So they are always working on it and always trying to be 2 steps ahead of us.
Yeah. So beware. Wire fraud is on the rise.
Yes.
Verify, verify, verify. Please don't be a victim.
Yes. Any way you can avoid it.
Please
and
don't
if you have more questions, please give us a call. We're happy to answer questions.
Yes.
Because these 2 ladies are rock stars of the title world. I can't tell you how much I enjoy working with Roc Title, as do my clients. I can't thank you enough for taking such good care of every single one of my clients.
We're happy to.
They are truly an extension of me and how I feel with my clients, and I couldn't be happier with you guys. So thank you.
Thank you.
So make sure you watch and subscribe to What the House TV. We'll be back with more next time.
Thank you.